It's so, you don't want to tell people to do bad things. And I'm going to say it's unhealthy. Bodybuilding's unhealthy. It's going to be as unhealthy as you make it. Okay. And if you want to do stupid things like taking the most outrageous dosages of anabolics, when you can make, gains on lower dosages, that's going to be dumb. Okay. But, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you that, you know, people that are on thousands of milligrams of steroids don't have better odds of succeeding with their bodybuilding than people who are not. Okay. That's just reality. Short cycle versus long cycle, 6 weeks is not enough for muscle to set in. It's just not enough. 6 months, etc. I would lean more towards that. But the only thing that really matters is over time, are your lifts going up? You can be, so say you're doing 275 on bench press for 3 sets of 10 reps. Over time, doing your 6 weeks on, 6 weeks off, or 6 months on, 2 months off, which method is helping you increase that to 315 for 3 sets of 10, rather than 275 or whatever, it's this kind of stuff. Okay. And if you are you've got to focus on these kinds of, qualitative, ways of assessing your progress. Great question, operator. I enjoyed that. It really needed a lot of clarity. All right. And the final question for today, question for the podcast, from Anonymous, please. If one were to stay on 500 milligrams of test year-round and swap the secondary compound in and out, can that be sustainable? I'd really say that that's a pretty sustainable way to do bodybuilding. When you go on cruise, for example, you get smaller. So, I've thought about this too. What would be a sustainable way to do bodybuilding? And what I came up with is injectable 1, testosterone, and then injectable 2. And it's going to be a choice of either equipoise, nandrolone, primobolan, dihydroboldenone, also called 1-testosterone, or masteron, a second injectable like that is not trenbolone. And you're going to be pairing that at a similar dose to the testosterone. And then taking a low dose of growth hormone and metformin. That in my opinion, that's the most sustainable way to do bodybuilding, healthiest way to do bodybuilding, doing that long term. Yeah, of course you could come off and do little cruises or little off cycles sometimes or something, but you could also do things like, if you wanted to stay on, and because people do stay on